Some lever-action rifles are built for nostalgia, others for practicality. But a rare few things to an entirely different level. These are probably your granddad's cowboy guns. Lever-action rifles that pack some serious firepower, rivaling magnum bolt actions and even some safari-grade hunting rifles. They push traditional lever gun design to the extreme, firing rounds capable of taking down the biggest and most dangerous game on Earth. Some were specifically designed for hunting moose, stopping a charging grizzly, and everything in between. But which ones truly dominates the category? Which lever guns can deliver over 4,000 foot-pounds of energy? Fire projectiles with energy levels 3 times that of the .44 Magnum, or even complete with dangerous game bolt action rifles? In this video, we'll talk about the 8 most powerful lever action rifles ever made. We'll cover beasts like a Marlin 1895 GBL, converted to the monstrous 50 Alaskan, a Winchester Model 71 in the legendary 450 Alaskan, a tactical lever gun chambered for the punishing 500 S&W Magnum, and a couple of others. These rifles prove that lever actions aren't just for nostalgia, be it for hunting, beer defense, or sheer respect for raw firepower. There's no denying the strength of these legendary guns. Stick around, because this is going to be a wild ride. Bighorn Armory's Model 90 and 460 S&W Magnum. Bighorn Armory's Model 90 and 460 S&W Magnum merges classic lever-action engineering with a remarkably powerful revolver round. The company, founded by Greg Buchel in 2008, designed this rifle for heavy-bore, high-pressure cartridges while respecting design cues from the Winchester 1886 and 1892. The idea was to create a compact lever action that dropped game with authority. The 460 S&W Magnum thrives in its 22-inch barrel, where projectiles can reach velocities far higher than when fired from a revolver. Bullets from 200 to 260 grains may exceed 2,400 feet per second, topping 3,500 foot-pounds of energy. These ballistics complete with or surpass popular lever cartridges like the 45 to 70, built with CNC machined stainless parts. The rifle blends modern precision with a timeless lever feel. Buyers can choose walnut or laminate furniture and rely on aperture sights, or install an optic on a scout rail. Base MSRP hovers around $3,250. The custom features raise it further. BHA produces small batches, so finding one might involve a wait or special listings. Many hunters favor it for elk, bear, and moose, while others see it as a reliable ranch rifle for hogs. That well-engineered action and the 460's raw muscle make it an appealing alternative for those who want more horsepower than older lever calibers typically provide. Some folks also appreciate the ability to fire 454 Castle or 45 Colt in a pinch, though the real reason for this model is that full-powered 460 punch. Its recoil is stout, but the robust design soaks it up and keeps functioning even under harsh conditions. Dog Turnbull's 1886 and 475 Turnbull merges old world charm with serious ballistic might based on the Winchester 1886. It undergoes a meticulous overhaul to handle 50 to 110 case trim and neck to 475. The 400-grain bullet speeds along at about 2,050 feet per second, delivering over 4,000 foot-pounds of energy, enough for the biggest game worldwide. Turnbull refinishes action, stocks and barrels, often showcasing color case hardened receivers and fine wood. That handcrafted approach yields a rifle that blends vintage look with serious muscle. Recoil can be stout, but many seasoned shooters liken it to a 12-gauge slug rather than something unmanageable. At 50 yards, groups around an inch are typical, which is impressive in the lever action of D's potency. Some owners push it past 100 yards and still see consistent results. Basic conversions begin around $800, which completed rifles approach $3,700 or more. Wait times can be significant. because each piece is individually crafted to demanding standards. It's not unusual for a big game enthusiast to carry one into hunts involving tough animals like Cape buffalo or giant hogs, trusting the heavy bullet's ability to break bone and penetrate deeply. Many appreciate that this rifle retains the quick handling nature of a lever gun while offering ballistic performance that competes with dedicated safari cartridges. It's a formidable choice for those who want the best of traditional style and modern effectiveness. Winchester Model 71 450 Alaskan conversion. Harold Johnson's 450 Alaskan conversion transformed the Winchester Model 71 into a tough lever action for large animals. The Model 71 first appeared in 1935, chambered in .348 Winchester. Johnson wanted more superpower, so he necked up the .348 to .458, creating a round that sends 400 grain bullets at up to 2,200 feet per second, and well over 4,000 foot-pounds of energy. The output rivals some big safari cartridges. A quick handling lever action is an advantage in thick brush or when dangerous game might appear at close range. The recoil can be intense, so many owners fit better recoil pads or prefer heavier rifle configurations. Accuracy at normal hunting distances remains commendable, and fast cycling provides confidence if a second shot is required. No factory 450 Alaskan rifle exists. Interested shooters must supply a Model 71 and hire a specialized gunsmith to re-barrel and chamber it, often for $3,000 or more. Turnbull Restoration, among others, can perform this work. Some Alaskan guides trust the 450 Alaskan for bear or moose, where a powerful first shot is crucial and a quick lever throw could save the day. Others simply enjoy owning a classic that was once the talk of bush pilots and trappers. It blends a nostalgic format with horsepower that can match many modern magnums. Though overshadowed by newer designs, it holds a devoted fan base among those who appreciate old school ingenuity taken to the extreme. The Black Thunder in 500 S&W. Another Bighorn Armory lever gun on the list is the Black Thunder in 500 S&W. This rifle strays from the usual walnut and steel approach by wearing an all-black laminate stock, plus a muzzle brake and optic-ready rail. The 500 S&W Magnum, originally for big revolvers, become even stronger in a 16-inch barrel, often surpassing 2,300 feet per second. Depending on bullet weight, rounds can vary from 200 grains for mid-sized game to 700 grains for truly formidable tasks. At nearly 8 pounds with an optic, recoil is tempered, especially without brake and a Packmeyer decelerator pad. Bighorn Armory crafts these rifles in limited runs, so direct orders may take time, though certain outlets occasionally stock them. Expect a price between $3,000 and $3,500, reflective of small-scale production and high-end materials. The updated lever design includes a more tactical aesthetic and practical handling upgrades, offering quick follow-up shots for situations ranging from close-range bear defense to hunting thick timber. Some folks like it using for hog hunts, where its maneuverability and on-target effect really shine. The muzzle brake reduces muzzle climb, allowing better sight recovery for a second shot if needed. Despite an unusual look, the Black Thunder preserves the lever's core function while delivering modern ergonomics. It's a niche piece, but owners praise its blends of classic reliability and raw revolver-grade firepower. A Marlin 8095 GBL Chamber 15 Alaskan A Marlin 8095 GBL converted by SSK Firearm to Chamber 15 Alaskan yields an imposing lever action for massive North American game or even African species. It starts as a 45 to 70 already framed for heavy hits, then gets reworked to accept the expanded .348 Winchester case known as the 50 Alaskan. That round can propel 400 to 500 grain slugs at over 2,000 feet per second, surpassing 4,000 foot-pounds of energy. To note, SSK Firearms isn't the only company doing the conversion. There are other specialists out there that handle barrel swaps, action tuning, and recoil mitigation. The result is a repeating rifle able to drop enormous animals at short to medium distances. A robust recoil pad and strong stock help manage the force of each shot. Because no major manufacturers offer its standards, owners buy a Marlin 8095 GBL and invest $3,000 to $4,500 in conversion work. The rifle remains handy, retains quick follow-up capability, and proves invaluable where big game lurks in thick cover. Maybe see it as an alternative to some bolt-action safari rifles, thanks to the lever speed. Stories circulate of these rifles knocking down huge bears with a single well-placed shot. The recoil is formidable, though some claim it's still more comfortable than certain Magnum bolt guns. It's a remarkable blend of tradition and unstoppable power. Bishop Firearms Marlin 1895 GBL 458 SOCOM. Bishop Firearms modified the Marlin 1895 GBL to accept 458 SOCOM, giving lever gun fans a fresh cartridge options once thought restricted to air platforms. Traditional 45 to 70 power is familiar, yet some hunters prefers a slightly flatter trajectory or new ballistic profile. The 458 SOCOM can push 300 to 500 grain bullets from a 16-inch barrel at 1,600 to 2,200 feet per second, around 2,500 foot-pounds. That's enough for medium to large game in brushy or restricted regions where semi-autos might be disallowed. Bishop's teams re-engineers the bolt and feed system, then polishes the trigger in action for smooth operation. A 4-port brakes reduces recoil, and an X's lever rail system offer ghost ring sights and an option to mount optics. Each rifle is carefully assembled, so the $3,500 MSRP reflects that boutique craftsmanship. Buyers contact Bishop Firearms directly or check specialized outlets. Some who buys it already owns ARs in 458 SOCOM and enjoy ammunition cross-compatibility. Others simply want a short, powerful lever rifle for hog or deer hunts where close-range hits matter more than long-distance capability. The design stands apart from typical lever calibers, attracting collectors who admire that someone took the time to adapt an unusual round to a classic platform. Ruger's #1 single shot in 458 Winchester Magnum. Ruger's #1 single shot in 458 Winchester Magnum merges a classic falling block action with an elephant-worthy cartridge. The #1, released in 1967, was inspired by the British Farquharson design, renowned for hunting the planet's toughest animals. This version weighs about 9 pounds, sporting a 24-inch barrel that can launch 500 grain bullets near 2,150 feet per second, producing over 5,000 foot-pounds of energy. It demands disciplined shooting, as only one round is loaded at a time, yet the robust falling block system is rock solid. Ammunition can be costly, often $100 or more per box of 20, so many owners reload to save money. Ruger ended production of the #1 in 458 Win Mag, but used example surface for $1,500 to $3,000. A decent recoil pad is a must, because this rifle is built for serious tasks like Cape Buffalo or large bears. It's compact for such power, measuring about 41 inches overall, which some hunters appreciate when navigating dense environments. Many single-shot aficionados consider it the pinnacle of a rifleman's rifle, requiring that one shot to count every time. Some folks attach a lower power scope or a strong peep sight, trusting the sturdy action and excellent barrel to deliver reliable accuracy. It's a timeless piece that blends old-world elegance with lethal capability. The Winchester 1886 in 50 to 110 WCF. The Winchester 1886 in 50 to 110 WCF is among the fiercest lever action ever produced. John Browning's 1886 lever action dates back to the 19th century, Originally intended for high-power rounds that were effective on America's largest game, modern enthusiasts often convert a 45-70 or another Donner rifle to 50-110 through specialized gunsmiths. Since factory production of 50-110 ended long ago, velocities vary from 2,200 to about 2,700 feet per second, depending on barrel length, bullet weight, and load intensity. Some setups exceed 4,000 foot-pounds of energy, with heavier slugs approaching 800 grains. Handling that recoil typically involves muzzle brakes and reinforced stocks. Hunters have used it on feral hogs over 500 pounds, with single-shot knockdowns reported. Others have tested it at extended ranges, sometimes out to 700 yards, although it's primarily suited for closer engagements. Turnbull Restoration or other custom shops may create 50-110 from an original or reproduction 1886, often surpassing $3,000 in total cost. Prospective owners can also source parts and have a barrel maker produce the twist rate they prefer. Some prefer the historical authenticity of the 1886 action, combined with modern steels that handle the massive pressures. It's a specialized route for those who want unstoppable force from a venerable lever design. Though the weight and expanse can be significant, the payoff is a rifle that blends nostalgia with game-dropping power for the serious enthusiast. And those are the 8 of the most powerful lever-action rifles in the world. These weapons have come a long way, evolving from old-school brush guns into true powerhouses capable of handling the biggest, baddest cartridges on the market. Whether it's the devastating force of the 50-110 WCF, the modern muzzle of the BHA Black Thunder in 500 S&W, or the legendary stopping power of the 450 Alaskan, these rifles show just how far lever guns can go. Were there other powerful lever guns out there that you believe should have made the list? Drop a comment below and let us know. If you liked the video, be sure to hit like, share it with fellow gun enthusiasts, and subscribe. Plus tap the bell icon so you never miss out on more hard-hitting firearm content. Thanks for watching.